out here with this one. My back is tightening up and stiff. About to rain, guys. But I need to get up. I can't wait till Thursday. We see what these doctors gonna do about this back. I literally have no feeling in my leg. It hurts every time I have to take a step, but I just refuse to put in my mind that I can't walk. I deal with the pain with no pain meds, but I do be hurting. But hey, it's about her. It's about recovery, and those that know, I breed dogs to make sure that people could get some loving dogs in their home. And I have sold dogs for some high dollars, only for them dogs to end up in the worst predicament. So if I find somebody that I like, I tend to work with them because it's really not a profit for me. But, I understand, the people around me, they don't like the fact that I'm so generous, but it costs. So as long as I can offset whatever it's costing me, I'm going to work with good owners. Why? Because the dogs deserve a good home. They deserve a life of love. See, I don't breed for money. I actually breed for the dogs that I want, and the extra dogs, I allow others to get them at a very, 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 very affordable. What? Not a price. It's an affordable investment. The only reason why I don't give them away free no more is because I can care less what the community say, right? But I try not to give dogs away for free because the worst conditions I have seen is when you give somebody something that they don't gotta pay for. A lot of people don't see a value in it. The great customers that I have engaged with, most of them I stay in contact with. It's one or two that, of all the customers we had, one or two very, very, very embarrassing and very, very bad situations. But for the most part, most of the buyers I come in contact with are great. I just hate the process of going back and forth with pricing. For me, I ain't good at that. Sales and marketing and haggling. I care more about the dog than I care about money. I'm like that with everything, though. A lot of people desire money and things and fame. I'm really simple. I'm a really simple individual. But I do understand money is needed. You gotta have money in this world. Nothing's free. But God gonna put me in a position where I won't have to worry about money, and I could just be able to be a blessing, right? Because I think the world needs to see more blessings. More people that are actually honestly living what they say they live in. Because a lot of people, they're secretly living some appalling lives, doing some appalling things. And a lot of times, we have this don't ask, don't tell in our community. But that's why a lot of these young men, a lot of them are very angry just because their lack of being able to find somebody that understands or is willing to understand. But I'm one of them, and I believe in living in love, giving in love, sharing in love. And a lot of people, sometimes my posts, it might come across, but the reality is, change doesn't make you feel good. Change hurts. And most people that don't have conscious, things don't tend to embarrass them. Those people tend to not change because the reality is they don't care enough about what others think to care enough about what they do to others. But, such is life. I gotta go back out, and this pain is hurting. And what's crazy is I think they call it the sciatic nerve. It's like it shoots down my leg, my left butt cheek. Like I can't even touch it. It hurts so bad. But again, such is life. Nobody want to hear you complaining about things. So you make sure you find a couple people that you can be yourself with, that are honest with you, and only then will you be able to truly recover. Because recovery is a hard thing. I know this, it's going to be a hard recovery with this back surgery. They told me something like 6 months. And when you the person at the house that does so much, nobody in my house actually has the ability to actually care and cater to me. I'm actually the one that cares and caters for everybody. So what really fears me is the fact that I'm not going to be able to do, and I'm not going to have anybody to actually be here to do for me. I don't like people to ask. I don't like to ask people for things. People hold that against you. When their emotions change, they'll throw it back in your face. A lot of people, man, change like the wind. Today they with you, tomorrow they not. That instability, a lot of times is because the person can't actually be honest about who they really desire to be with. Yeah, a lot of it is you see a lot of women and a lot of men mistreating good people. A lot of times it's just because that person feels like they're settled. And the reality, if I'm ever around a person, they feel like they settled, I'm gonna help them go to the door. That's just where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? If you could do better, I'm gonna help you find better. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I'm doing what I need to do for me, and I'm no longer holding me back from what God promised me either. So it's gonna be a little trying time for me, a couple months of recovery. And if that was only it, I'd be like, But at the same time, they're gonna be monitoring my prostate, and that may have to be removed. As of right now, the thyroid it was 4 spots, it's 2. So as of right now, they don't have to do anything but to monitor. So when you sit back and you may be judging what a person going through, don't. Sometimes the best thing you can do is be quiet. If you don't care to listen, don't listen. But there's a lot of people going through way more situations, worse situations than many people would even like to admit. Yeah, it's raining out here, yeah, but I can't walk no faster. She happy though. A lot of times in life it's just, people be more offended by how people react verbally to some physical and emotional evil that people do. All right? And those same people will be quick to say they don't care what people think. That ain't a lie. Most people that do some of the most heinous things, they do it because they don't have a conscience. They don't have a conscience, and they have no shame in them. See, shame will make a person change. But when nothing you do shames you, or you lack the ability to be honest about what you do, how do you really change? In reality, those type of people don't change. They just change people. That's why you see those people going from person to person, because a lot of times they just find another person who don't know who they are, and then when they find out who you are, they just go find and get another person, because it's never a shortage of people. But the reality, there is a shortage of love. I know this went off tangent, but those that know, know I'm going through a lot. But it won't stay like this. And it definitely won't end like this. So for us, I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to grow. How you doing, sir? You doing okay? God bless you. I'm gonna do whatever you gotta do to grow. Do whatever you gotta do to be the best that you can be. Because a lot of people are just happy, right? Pretending that to be something they're not, right? Chasing money, chasing fame, chasing validation, right? For me, I already know I am that. I already know I'm chosen. I really know I am that special. I really believe I am all that I say that I am. But I don't do it for other people to say it. I do it to make sure that those around me can experience the love. And if a person probably can't experience the love from me, then that person should probably look at themselves and ask yourself, what exactly did you do to me? Right? Because love isn't something that I struggle with. Nah. Giving ain't something I struggle with. Nah. None of that stuff is. And the reality is, the world, right? It needs more examples of love. So that's why I work with people. Because people be shocked when they actually have conversations, when they realize, man, he's nothing like what I thought he was. Why? Because I really do stand in love. I really do live in love. I really do give in love. Because in the end, it's all really about the love. All right, y'all, let me get my butt in this chair and sit down, but I'm just trying to walk her a little bit. You did good? You liked it? You know Daddy can't pick you up, so I gotta untie. You gonna stay in there? Okay. Want me to untie it? You gonna stay in there? She can take herself out, yeah. All right, yeah. Thanks for strolling with us.